What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, happy Fun Day Sunday in the garage. All right, today's plan is to finally put the H-pipe section back on the truck, test the exhaust cutouts, make sure everything's working fine there. I do got to tack weld a little piece of pipe inside, a couple pieces of that real quick. That way, once I start it, you'll see it. That way it centers it on the pipe the way it needs to be. That's for the cutout portion, not the H-pipe portion. But I want to bring up something real quick. My buddy, Tackett House of Horsepower. Always wears shirts in the videos. It's my way of supporting him. He's in Tennessee. He does a YouTube channel, everything like that. He's trying to open up his own little business doing, restoring classic cars. He's big into the old carburetor stuff, 350s, big block stuff like that, So if you're into that type of thing, check him out. Just check him out to see if he does something that just gets your interest anyway. So I want to support the homie. All right, let's get into the intro, and then we'll get into finishing up this truck so I can start it back up. And not going to take it for a test drive today because it is 105 today, but I do want to get it started and running, play with the exhaust cutouts before I wire them up to make sure everything is fine. So. Alright guys, so here is what the plan is. Okay, so there's the H-pipe section with the cutouts. So I'm going to show you kind of what I'm talking about on why I'm going to put a little piece of pipe on these things. So you see how it has this little lip here, and then one side is kind of recessed in. The problem with the ones that came on the cutout, there is no lip, but I can probably get a little piece of pipe to be on the inside just a little bit, tack it in there like 4 spots. That way when I do put it in here, it can't move around or slide around. It just goes right in there and it's kind of stuck in place. That's what I'm going to do before I stick this in, well, not in, but on the truck. So I still got some 3-inch pipe left over. I'm gonna clean it up and then cut it with my little bandsaw here, and we'll get at it. Alright, so I got 4 tacks in there. It ain't too hot, so I can grab it. But I am gonna have to cut this down here. Yeah, but the goal was to get it to sit. Well, that's why I clamp the edge first. Let me clamp that edge first and then we'll try it. Okay, so after cutting and massaging everything, I got it to slide in there just the way I want it to. That way it doesn't really move, and when I clamp it, it's got something to bite onto a little better. Before it would slide, it would clamp crooked. So same thing with this one. This one's a little tight, but it does go in there. There we go. So doesn't move, kind of how I wanted it. All right, now it's time to try to get this thing underneath the truck. All right, so I got the truck up, ready to install this little center section. What I did forget was I need to wrap this. So I'm going to put it up, test fit it, cut these off right here. That way I can put my own ends on them, since I don't have a Y connection and didn't really care for it anyway. Wanted something that more gonna be watertight. But yeah, I'm gonna test fit it up and then I'll go from there. All right, so got it up. Still having some issues, which I'll mess with and figure out. But it seems like it's this pipe on the the passenger side. Somehow it's done shifted up, so I'm gonna have to cut it somewhere else and put another weld in it. But while I was doing this, I found something, and they're gonna do with the exhaust. So let me try to see if I can get the camera in that section. Okay, so where's that at? Let me get it, not block it. Alright, let me get back some. Okay, so now we're looking at the shock mounts. See that shock mount right there? It is crooked. It has bent. This one over here is completely broken. I stuck it up there to see what the hell was going on, but what caught my eye was, look at that. So I gotta figure out what the hell done happened in the rear end, because yeah, I wonder how long that's been broken. Like, I got shitty in this thing one day, and to me it felt like something honestly had broke. I looked, I didn't see anything, because it got real crazy, and then after that I felt like it just rolled off and had me nervous about really getting in it like I would normally get in it. I bet that bracket has been cracked, and this bracket over here has been bent for quite some time. This is before I went to the dyno. So yeah, so I'm going to be looking this up, talking to this manufacturer, and seeing what we can do about this, because they were raw steel and I had everything powder coated. So yeah, but let me flip this camera around. All right, everybody, so you saw what I saw. That has kind of ruined my day a little bit. So now I'm about to go chill on the couch, watch some TV, do some research, try to see if I really want to go back with this kind of bracket, because I'm not sure why it broke. I'm gonna post online, see if some other people got some ideas, you know, to kind of help me figure out, was it something I did? Was it maybe a manufacturing defect? I don't know. So I'm not gonna blame them, but I mean, the truck does make a lot of power. So could I have done that? I honestly, I don't know, but it has kind of ended my Sunday fun day. So now it becomes Sunday chill day. But remember, check out my boy. Also, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next Adventures of Kenny. Peace.
Thank you all for watching this here video.